Now, for everybody else telling me, okay, Pharaoh, we hit Polight or we paid or we did whatever on his website to do our status correction and he's not hitting us back, can you holla at him? Da da da. Personally, I want y'all to know, as y'all may know, I may be in contact with a few people from around that circle, but I have nothing to do with the actions of other people. All I can do is speak from my personal experience. I know, personally, me originally went that same route, and I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying and say, don't take what I'm saying, personalize it, and use what I'm finna say to go further your personal beef or your personal agenda that you may have with anything in contrary to what I'm finna say. I'm only speaking from personal experience. Not egotistical hatred or agenda, but just so people who's writing me this can understand that this is where I'm coming from and why I went the route I went and why I'm giving you this route. In October, I did go through that route, through the New Covenant route, to pay for my status correction. Skipping a long story short, skipping a long drawn out story, it did not, my status is not corrected through New Covenant, and it did not get corrected through New Covenant. So now, for whatever reason, why people maybe, because we all understand what's going through the air. Maybe whether people saying Polight is a scam artist, whether they saying he doesn't have enough staff. I'm not here to chew on that or put that out there. All I will speak upon is what is factually happened, which is I did go that route initially, family, and I did suggest that y'all go that route as well. But that is the end result I ended up getting, which is my status did not get corrected. So if you were somebody who followed me and you went that route, then understand that we got the same exact result. So I did not intentionally mean to walk you into this outcome because I share the same outcome as you. So for everybody in my inbox asking me the same question, we got the same result. So now with that being said, without dwelling on that, yes, I'm not here to throw flamethrowers. I'm not here to blow up grenades. I'm just here to let y'all know that I did also get the same result as you. But if you are still in the avenue or still in the want to get your status corrected, get them 2 books, Self-Educate Yourself, that I provided. Hit the email up of the brother Tyler that I provided, and it can get done. And another thing I want to say is for people who are for the family that's, you gotta excuse me, I'm gonna tired, it's late, but for the brothers and sisters that's inboxing me like, oh, Pharaoh, da 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 da, I gave my last. I want y'all to understand something. Just so you can feel I'm relating. When I first let's say got out of jail, apparently I wasn't in a position that I put myself in now. So when I first got out of jail and I invested my currency into New Covenant for them to do my status correction, understand that I was in the same predicament you were in. I literally want y'all to know that I literally gave my last. So once I did that, under the premise or the guy says, okay, I'm going to do this, boom, I'm going to be free from the system, I'm going to be able to take care of these tax benefits, da 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 da. That literally was my last, like I literally had $0.00 left in my pocket. Just coming out of jail, felony, no job, no selling drugs or nothing. I didn't go back to the streets. Invested my last to get something positive out of it. So now, 3 months later, let's just say I just now paid Tazadoc. So for the 3 months I was in the waiting, you can say, to get this done. Of course I was building something for myself, but in the middle of some of those transactions, before I started paving the way for myself, I want y'all to know that like it was very, very, very unbalanced, you could say. Like it was times was difficult than a motherfucker, and it was times I could have said, like, my man offered me $100,000 to bust a move, I could have been went back to the street. Like, just so y'all know, I had some money I had like 40,000 like 40,000 before I went to jail. Like I was doing my ones and twos in the streets. But when I came out of jail, I was at a level of righteousness where I promised the ancestors, I'm like, okay, I would never, ever, ever delve back in that life. So even though I had invested my last into something that I felt was going to get me out of, or help me to create what it is I'm trying to manifest, in the turmoil of that not happening through New Covenant, I never fell victim back to the streets, you could say. Even though I was tempted like a motherfucker, my righteousness was just like, nah, I can't do it. So to answer your questions, is people saying, oh, I invested my last and this, that, and the third, or you might have followed my footsteps. Not saying I feel guilty because you followed in my footsteps, but just so you know, I suffered with you. You didn't suffer by yourself as far as the result. And then for 2, here's the out. Tazadak. The brother Tazadak does actually do the paperwork. I'm showing you. I'm giving you the email. I'm showing you from personal experience. So I just want people to know that there is no path that we walk down, that you walk down, that I'm not willing to or won't walk down with you as black people, as family. So I would never suggest to y'all nothing that I have not done or at least tried myself. And I would never speak on nothing that I have not personally experienced myself. So with that being said, y'all, as far as status correction, that is why I don't want y'all to think I'm just suggesting y'all to people and saying, go here to do this, go here to do that. But that is why now I am suggesting y'all to Tazadak. And for 2, that shit Nature Boy said on Sinetta, I don't have nothing to do with that. He said that shit out of his mouth crazy.